I'm dedicating this video to Uwon Joe, who died 2 years ago in May 2023. Joe Reedy was a moderator on ThaiVisa.com, which is now AsinNow.com. He helped me a lot with acquiring my marriage visa and a work permit with no company structure, which basically enabled me to go on and apply for Thai citizenship. In this video, I will show you how to apply for Thai citizenship based on marriage to a Thai national. Applying for and obtaining Thai citizenship should be the ultimate goal for any expat living long-term in the kingdom. I've done a previous video on how to get a work permit based on running a small business with my wife with no company structure required. This video will outline how I use the same work permit to apply for citizenship, again without having to supply company documentation. I strongly advise that you do not pay an attorney or visa broker to help you apply for Thai citizenship. Instead, join this Facebook group for free and ask your questions there. You can raise threads anonymously if you want to. The owners of this site are very helpful people, and they also have a website that I suggest you take a look at. I'm not being paid to promote this URL, and in fact I've never even met the owners before. But I do know that if I didn't have access to their Facebook site and this website, it would be really challenging to work out the intricacies of applying for Thai citizenship. They offer a consultation service, and there's a donate button in the bottom left-hand corner of the website, which you might want to consider doing, as I did after I successfully applied 3 years ago. The starting point for all applicants is to ascertain if you can acquire a minimum of 50 points out of 100 in the points-based system. The points-based system starts with how old you are, your educational qualifications, your monthly income. The next one is the type and length of residence. Having a yellow house book for 5 years will get you 5 points. I'll let you read the rest of it by yourself. There are other options there. Regarding this Thai language requirement, if you are married to a Thai citizen, then you are technically exempt from needing to speak Thai as per the legislation. However, Special Branch will still test you in Thai and allocate points. If you score strongly elsewhere in the point system, then the language skills are less important. If you are married, then you will be exempt from singing the national anthem, but this might be at the discretion of the SB office that you apply at. Taking the lessons will help you prepare for the knowledge of Thailand questions also. Regarding this personality requirement, as soon as you enter the office to apply with your documents, you will obviously have to write properly. My case officer asked a colleague to photocopy a missing page of my passport. The guy returned 2 minutes later and handed it to me. I gave him a quick why to say thanks, and my case officer saw this. I think he approved of this. And this is what they sort of want to see. Regarding what to wear, I don't think you need to sort of turn up in a suit and tie looking like a used car salesman. I don't think the jeans and a short sleeve shirt will cut it either. But what I wore was an expensive pair of pants with brown leather shoes and a long sleeve sort of pale blue business style shirt, and I think this was acceptable. Before we get stuck in and talk about the documents required to apply for Thai citizenship based on marriage to a Thai national, one issue you will have to deal with is decide on where exactly you intend to apply. Will you apply in the city or province where you live, or will you apply in Bangkok? The reason this is an important issue is because you'll have to provide a copy of your yellow house book as part of the citizenship application process. As I mentioned in a separate video I did on how to apply for a marriage visa, at the 2-minute mark, you will not have to show evidence of your yellow book when applying for an extension stay based on marriage. So if you don't live in central Bangkok, I recommend that you should go to the SB department at your local office and ask them some questions. Actually, the first question I suggest you ask is, in the last 10 years, how many successful applications have been approved at this office? If they say 0, then you should definitely move your yellow book to an address in Bangkok. You'll either need to sort of have a Thai friend living there who will let you add their name to the house book, or you can rent a room or a condo via a landlord. Either way, you will need to get this sorted anytime up to 1 day before applying for citizenship in Bangkok. Your Thai wife or husband can keep their blue book at your real residential home address in your province. The officer in Bangkok will probably ask you why you've done it this way. Just tell them the truth, that the SB office in your home city did not have experience with citizenship and they didn't have any successful applications in the last 10 years. They'll understand this and they will not care about this issue. They know that most applicants in Bangkok sort of apply for this obvious reason. For me personally, I applied in my home province because they had several successful applications. Referring back to this useful website, the process for foreign males married to Thai wives means that we can skip the requirement for Thai permanent residence. You will have to be mindful of 5 of the 6 items listed here on this page. Number 1, you'll need 3 years of uninterrupted extensive stay visas based on marriage. Number 3, 3 years work permits from the same employer. Number 4, minimum income requirement 40,000 baht per calendar month. Number 5, you'll need income tax statements for the last 3 years proving you've paid taxes on time. And number 6, evidence of marriage for 3 years with no kids or 1 year if you have children. Now we are up to the exciting part where we talk about the list of documents you will need to take on the day of your appointment to apply for Thai citizenship. My application was a bit different from most applicants because my wife and I were running a small business via her personal name and not via a limited company. I will talk about this more in a few minutes. I strongly advise you to take your Thai partner a few months prior to the office and ask for this document. In case they have changed the requirements, you need the most up-to-date document list. Number 1 and 2 are not applicable because they relate to the permanent resident applicants. Number 3 relates to providing copies of every page of your work permit. Number 4 relates to supplying 12 photos of a male applicant wearing suit and tie and photos of the wife. I think I only had to give 6 copies of photos of my wife actually, not 12. Number 5 relates to the blue house book for your Thai partner and child if you have one, and you of course give copies of your yellow house book. Number 6 is the marriage certificate and give them the core raw too. Number 7 is a letter from your bank showing a balance of greater than 80,000 Thai baht. Number 8 relates to charity donations of not less than 5,000 Thai baht. I thought this one was really important because it gave me a chance to sort of show them that I care about the people of Thailand. The evidence that I gave to them included the following examples. Firstly, I made a donation to an orphanage in Thailand 12 years ago. I was sort of in Thailand over Christmas time and decided to donate an expensive medical machine for the babies. And afterwards, the director showed me around the facility with all the babies lying in the cots. And then she took me to a room with all these toddlers sort of crawling around, many of them who were crying and sort of wanted to be picked up. And it was sort of this incredible experience that I had. And the director ended up writing a letter to me and describing this experience. And I scanned the letter and kept it in my email account for many years, and I decided to print that off and give that to the citizenship department when I was applying because I thought it was a good example of how I sort of care for the people of Thailand. A second example was that I made a large donation to my daughter's school. A third example was basically 10 years ago I was a teacher at a university and one of my students didn't have any parents and he had money issues, so I ended up paying for his tuition. And prior to submitting my docs, I asked him to write a letter to talk about this, and I think that really could sort of help me with my application as well. A fourth example of charity donations that I made was basically in relation to several years ago. One of my part-time employees was sort of a struggling single mum, and I ended up paying her daughter's tuition to the English program at her local school, and I asked her to write a letter about this also, and I included that with my documents that I submitted for my citizenship application. So basically, if you have any examples like this where you've helped out the people of Thailand, I really think it's a good idea to include these with all your documents when applying. The 9th item on the list is evidence of tax payments for the past 3 years. They must be stamped by the Revenue Department. If you have paid your taxes late, then this is going to be an issue because the citizenship program is looking for model citizens. I also supplied my wife's tax returns for the 3 years because she did not operate our small business via a limited company. She paid taxes twice a year, and I gave evidence of this, and also the evidence of the business license that we were issued by the local government department, which is how I actually got my work permit without having a company structure. There's a link at the end of this video on how I did this. Items 10 and 11 relate to company documents and therefore not applicable to this video. Item 12 is the employment contract for yourself stating your salary and duties, etc. Item 13 is giving a copy of your child's birth certificate and national ID card and the ID card for your Thai partner. Item 14, you'll have to go to your child's school and get a letter from them confirming his or her education. Item 15 states that you'll need to take 2 witnesses on the day that you formally apply and submit all documents. Personally, I took 2 of my staff members that had worked for me for many years with our business. On the day of applying, my wife and I were ushered into the director's office who quizzed me on my knowledge of Thailand as a means of assessing my Thai speaking skills. Whilst we were there, my case officer asked many questions to my witnesses about my character and that of my wife. Your witnesses must remember to take their ID cards and blue house book. Number 16 is a certificate of legal age, which is therefore not applicable. Number 17 relates to getting a document co-signed by your consulate declaring that you will renounce your citizenship. Most Western nanny state consulates in Thailand will not issue such a letter. The workaround is sort of basically still trying to go there and get the letter, get a photo of yourself outside your consulate, and simply just write your own letter stating that you are prepared to renounce it if granted Thai citizenship. I think it's just a formality, this letter, and you'll never really have to renounce it, but this depends on your own country's rules regarding holding dual citizenship. Number 18 is providing a copy of your current passport and all old passports dating back to your very first entry to Thailand, however many years ago that was. As I wrap up this video, I will repeat again how important it is to decide where you will apply. I remember reading a post on the Thai Citizenship Facebook page by a guy who originally applied in southern Thailand, but then he reapplied in Bangkok over a year later because he felt that his application was not progressing at all. In the future, I will do a follow-up video on what happens after you've had your documents accepted, you've paid the 5,000 baht fee, and you're officially in the Thai Citizenship program.